Allow me to explain what's happening. The Xianzhou natives call it a ghost lock. You're walking in a circle, and no amount of walking will get you out of it. So, I'm going to help you break free of the circle that Furinox created. And you're going to help me evade the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. It's a win-win! How does that sound? You must have figured out that I'm not the master of this place. It was created by another heliobus named Furinox. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who can help you escape from here. Now that I'm possessing you... Good! I'm glad we understand each other. As a courtesy, I shall leave you intact, for the time being. As soon as I get what I want, I'll be gone. Now, go and look at those talismans again. The paper dolls. You'll know where to go. Go! Find all those clues your judge friend left behind. Find the talismans. You can trust me. I want to leave this place too. We are useful to each other. In any case, it doesn't matter if you don't trust me. It's not like you can be rid of me. Hey, use your eyes. I made the talismans float. Do you understand? This story of the supernatural is in the illusory maze for a reason. It contains the clue to help us get out of here. Come back and read it again if you need to.
The door will not open without the proper... The door will not open. The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you... The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came. The courtesies have...
It seems like we're ready. Now we just have to get out. See? I told you I'd help you. The way out is straight ahead. Just keep going. Stop! Do you remember our deal? You need to help me evade capture. That judge? I can taste her fear from miles away. That coward has no right calling herself a judge. But that thing attached to her is the tricky part. That's something I don't wish to face. Forget about the judge. Just get us both out of here.
It's you! I finally found another living soul! I'm so happy! I thought I was gonna be stuck here forever! I'm so happy to see you! Have you seen Miss Gwaynifin? I still haven't found her. Is she gonna be okay?
Give it up. Gwaynifin was probably eaten by the Heliobi already.
How can that be? If that could happen to someone as lively as Miss Gwaynifin, that means I'm in even more danger.
Did you know that the larynx is the easiest muscle to control in the human body?
You can find the way out, right? Please take me with you.
Not this again! You're a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. Why are you always begging others for help?
You know I'm not cut out to be a judge. I thought maybe if I worked long enough in the Ten Lords Commission, I'd get braver. But now, I know it's impossible.
Useless brat. Why was I sealed in with someone like you?
You talk tough all day long, then let both of us get stuck in a trap. Who's the useless brat now?
There's no point in following me. I'm leaving, and you're not coming with me. Goodbye.
No! Please don't leave! Wait, please!
Oh, but you did. And can you swear that you don't want to leave her behind? Not even a little.
The Ten Lords Commission needs to overhaul their hiring criteria. How did someone as useless as you ever become a judge?
Hey, cut it out! I'm the only one around here who gets to tell this kid off. Me and those other judges. Got that? Wait! smell something familiar. Cirrus, it's you. Still a fan of your pathetic ventriloquist act, I see.
This is funny. This is just too funny. I thought you'd already escaped the furnace's destiny of torture. Who would have thought that a piece of Ignomar the Great, the fragment with the most fight in it, would become a guard dog sealed inside a crybaby? Oh, forgive me. Did I say guard dog? No. That won't do. You're just a guard dog's tail, right? Just a tail. A tail. A tail!
Laugh while you can, coward. I'm gonna swallow you whole the second you leave that girl's body.
Terrifying! The joke's on you. You couldn't leave that judge's body if you tried. You can't eat her, let alone escape from her. Mr. Tail, you're pathetic.
Darn it! Think of something, you wimp!
Miss Trailblazer, take this talisman and stick it to your body. It'll temporarily suppress the Heliobuzz's influence.
Hey, girl! Say something nice to Wawa. Her crying is like a mosquito in my ear.
Oh, what a feast! Human emotions are simply delicious. Your sorrowful tears are like bottles of potent wine. I'm simply enjoying my freedom. Didn't you use the talisman already? I'm tame as a kitten. Now, don't forget about our deal. I will leave only once I've got what I wanted. Of course. Surely you don't think I've left you just because you can see me. So naive. I know what you want to ask. Yes, it does amuse me to make a little girl cry. And no, I haven't left your body. There, now you can save your breath.
Cirrus talks nothing but nonsense. But even so, Wawa has a sensitive heart. You, go say something nice to the girl. Yes, which is what... You think I'd be here playing?
It's not your fault. It was that rat Heliobus making us fight. Someone as nice as you wouldn't say such mean things. Only a possession would make you act like that. Still, what the Heliobus said was true. I've always been shy and scared. My life's been a nightmare ever since Tail possessed me. When I was at school, people were always asking why my tail was on fire. Everywhere I went, people would notice.
Oh, so it's all my fault. If you'd just let me devour you at the start, I could have spared you the trouble.
Then I got into the Ten Lords Commission. Everyone there is weird, so I thought I'd found somewhere I belong. But the job is too dangerous. I have to fight demons and ghosts and bad guys every day. I'm just not cut out for it. If I make it back alive, I'm handing in my resignation. Who thought making a heliophobe with a heliobus and her tail hunt heliobi was a good idea? I'm sorry. I've been so useless. Really?
You hear that? Stop crying. You're useful. And your paper dolls are useful too. I've had enough of this. As soon as I swallow that coward Cirrus, I'm gonna devour this little crybaby too.
What a pity that Mr. Tail is nothing like he used to be. If we still had our old power, we could forget about this maze and devour its creator, Furynox.
Your old power?
Well, Mr. Tail, seems she knows nothing about your past. Little Missy, do you know why the Heliobi are gathered in this abandoned garden instead of seizing human habitations?
Team building?
Because over 1,000 years ago, this very garden was the site of an epic battle between the general of the Luofu and the great Heliobus Ignimar. Now that the furnace is broken and the Heliobi have escaped, fragments like us, who once constituted Ignimar the Whole, have returned here with the desire to challenge the general again. The battle between the general and Ignimar was an earth-shaking contest of devastating proportions. Ignimar underwent countless transformations, causing floods, fires, and thunderous landslides. They were locked in a standoff. An evenly matched fight.
Evenly matched? Really?
Of course.
The Ten Lords Commission records say that Ignimar was soundly defeated by General Tung Xiao.
Of course the human records would flatter their general. The great Ignimar absorbed the power of countless fellow Heliobi, but ultimately underestimated human deceit. They were narrowly defeated by the general. We Heliobi could never condense into physical form after that battle. We scattered into fragments and were sealed into the creation furnace. But there's an exception to everything. Mr. Tail, I thought you'd escaped to freedom. Who could have guessed you'd be sealed in this tiny Foxian girl? Humiliating.
Sealed my foot? My power was weak when I ran into this fox child. It was bad luck. Nothing more.
When I was littler, I saw a ball of fire that looked like it was about to turn to embers. I felt sorry for it, so I picked it up and put it on my tail. And then, Mr. Tail tried to eat me! If the judges hadn't arrived, it would have been over!
I did no such thing! You're barely big enough to be an appetizer!
All the pain I've suffered since I met you must be retribution for my stupidity back then!
It's a pity Mr. Tail didn't devour you. He might have recovered his power and turned the Xianzhou upside down, just like Ignimar did. Why? Does there have to be a reason? The official answer is that the Xianzhou is sealing Heliobi in a cage and forcing them to supply energy to the ship. In reality, however, we just want to fight the General and see what the Xianzhou is truly made of. We Heliobi were carefree life forms, but were tainted with the illness of humanity once we came into contact with it. It's humanity's fault for having such intense emotions and desires. Now we can never return to the purity of our past. I want to be free again. I want to return to the cosmos. Mr. Tail, you don't want to regroup with the fragments? You don't want to be her tail forever? Why don't you return with me to the great beyond?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Cirrus.
That's impossible. Mr. Tail was sealed by the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. He can't escape, and neither can you. That door just opened on its own!
Less screaming, more thinking.
I feel much safer with you here. Still feel like I'm gonna faint, though. Maybe...
The door will not open without the proper curtain. The door will not open.
Great. The more the better. 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 Is that all? Is that all? Ha! Ha!
The door will not open without the proper...
Great. The more the better. 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 Great. The more the better.
The door will not open. The door will not open.
Looks good. Is that all? Great. The more the better. Looks good. Is that all? Ha! Ha!
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors.
Great. The more the better. Great. The more the better. Great. The more the better. Great. The more the better.
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors.
Looks good. Is that all? Great. The more the better.
The door will not open without the proper...